This morning I heard something that chilled me to the core. A man, just 75 years old. Full of life. Always active. Always moving. Sharp, bright, on his feet from dawn till dusk. Collapsed. Just like that. No pain. No warning. No time to react. He got out of bed like he always did. Took just a few steps. And then everything went black. What happened? The doctors explained. It was a simple mistake. Almost innocent. And here's the most terrifying part, it's a mistake made by millions of people over the age of 70. Every single day. Maybe even you. Maybe you've been doing it for years without knowing. We underestimate mornings. We think, I woke up, I'm fine. But the truth is, those first few minutes after waking, they're critical. Sometimes they define not just your day, but the rest of your life. One wrong step. One forgotten detail. One small oversight and it could end in a fall. A spike in blood pressure. Or something even worse. Today, I want to talk about 7 morning mistakes that people over 70 make. Some of them might sound simple, even boring. But their consequences? Anything but. And more importantly, I'll show you how to avoid these risks easily, gently, without changing your whole life. Just by shifting your morning habits a little. Watch all the way to the end, because mistake number 5? It looks harmless. It sounds harmless. But it silently chips away at your health, your energy, your mood. Day after day. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. Because more videos like this are coming. Simple, powerful tools for staying strong, sharp, and independent no matter your age. 1 minute that changes everything. You wake up. Everything feels normal. The room is quiet. Light filters through the window. Your body is still asleep, but your mind is already racing. You remember what needs to be done today. And your habit takes over. Your legs drop from the bed. You stand up. But then, something strange. Your head feels empty. The floor sways under your feet. You reach out to grab the nightstand. It passes after a few seconds. Seems like nothing. But that nothing can hide a danger no one talks about. Not because it's rare, but because it's become too common. There's a physiological mechanism at play. One that changes with age. When you're lying down, your blood is distributed differently than when you're upright. If you jump up too quickly, your heart doesn't have time to push blood up to your brain. The result? A sudden drop in oxygen to your brain. And your brain, it doesn't like surprises. Especially this kind. This condition is called orthostatic hypotension. It's not a disease. It's a reaction. A common one, especially after 60, 70. But if you ignore it, the consequences can be devastating. A fall. A fracture. A hospital stay. A loss of confidence. A fear of mornings. The cruel part? People often don't even remember falling. They wake up on the floor, not knowing what happened. Doctors see this all the time. But the solution? It takes just 1 minute. No pills. No specialists. No effort. It's called the morning pause. Not meditation. Not exercise. Just pausing. Waking up with respect for your body. Don't leap out of bed like you're late for work. Give yourself at least 30 seconds. Sit. Feel your feet. Wiggle your toes. Roll your ankles. At first, it feels strange. I used to jump up like a soldier hearing a whistle. But one morning, after a dizzy spell and a blackout, I knew this wasn't just tiredness. It was a warning. Now I begin every day with intention. With awareness. I haven't regretted it once. Waking up is like crossing a bridge. You can either walk slowly, watching your steps, or you can sprint across with your eyes shut. Guess which one leads to the hospital? And the amazing thing? When you do it right, your body rewards you. With clarity. With ease. With confidence. Let your morning begin with respect. Don't rush. First feel the ground under your feet. Then move forward. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. And wisdom doesn't come from age. It comes from listening. The silent mistake you make before breakfast. The morning begins. Some people head straight for the stove. Some to the kettle. But most? They reach for their coffee without a second thought. But the water? That glass of water? As if it doesn't even exist. And yet, that water might be the most important thing you consume all day. Your body works at night even when you sleep. Your heart keeps pumping. Your lungs keep breathing. Your kidneys filter away toxins. And all of that, it needs water. But through every breath, every drop of sweat, every turn in your sleep, you lose moisture. You wake up already dehydrated. And the scary part? You don't even feel thirsty. After 70, the body stops sending clear thirst signals. There's no dry mouth. No urge to drink. So it feels like everything is fine. But inside? Your blood thickens. Your pressure rises. Your heart strains. I've heard so many people say, "I'm just not used to drinking water in the morning. I'm not thirsty." But your body doesn't care if you want water. It needs it. And if you ignore that need, it keeps fighting. Quietly. Until one day, it can't anymore. When I started drinking water in the morning, just a few sips, everything changed. My mind cleared. The fog lifted. My digestion kicked in like clockwork. I didn't feel sluggish anymore. I felt alive. The trick? Make water a ritual. Not a chore. As natural as brushing your teeth. I leave a glass on my nightstand next to my glasses and my phone. So I can't forget. I drink before even standing up. Some people add lemon. Others a bit of honey. Doesn't matter. What matters is the water. Water jumpstarts your metabolism. Loosens thickened blood. Awakens your organs gently. Especially if you take medication in the morning, water helps it absorb, lowers side effects, and protects your stomach and liver. This isn't old wives' wisdom. This is biology. And the best part? That one glass of water sets the tone. You've already made a healthy choice. A mindful one. A caring one. And from there, the rest of your day falls into place. The beloved morning ritual that secretly wears you down. Morning smells like coffee. For many people, it's the symbol of comfort. Warmth. A new beginning. That first sip? It's like flipping the switch from sleep to wakefulness. But what if I told you that this comforting ritual, especially after 70, might be working against you? When you wake up, your body is at its most vulnerable. Your blood sugar is low. Your energy reserves are empty. Your stomach is bare. And into this emptiness, you pour a hot, acidic, stimulating liquid with no cushion, no support, expecting it to give you energy for the day. Most people don't realize coffee isn't just a tasty beverage. It's a powerful chemical cocktail. It forces your stomach to release acid. And if there's no food in your system, that acid has nowhere to go but straight to your stomach lining. That's how heartburn begins. Irritation. Even gastritis. And if those problems already exist? Coffee on an empty stomach throws gasoline on the fire. But that's not all. Coffee also spikes cortisol, the stress hormone. And it's not just a little more alertness. It's the kind of spike that can cause your heart to race, your hands to tremble, your pressure to jump. It's especially dangerous for those with anxiety, heart issues, or high blood pressure. So should you quit coffee altogether? No. You don't need to give it up. The solution is much simpler, just don't drink it on an empty stomach. Give your body something first. Anything. A few nuts. Half a banana. A slice of toast. That's all it takes. Just enough to signal your digestive system, to give your stomach lining a layer of protection. So when the coffee arrives, it doesn't hit an empty void. I used to drink coffee first thing. It was automatic. A morning switch. But then I started to notice the irritability. The heavy stomach. The strange anxiety for no reason. Then I changed the routine. A small bite first, then coffee. And everything changed. There's another bonus. When you eat something before your coffee, your body absorbs caffeine more slowly. No sharp spikes. No crashes. Just steady focus. Gentle energy. Even those who don't like breakfast can do this. You don't need a full plate. Just a small act of kindness toward your body. This isn't about rules. It's about protection. Your digestion. Your hormones. Your emotional balance. And remember, coffee should be a pleasure, not a stressor. Don't drink it into emptiness. Drink it into strength. Then it becomes part of your morning harmony, not a hidden attack. When your body whispers wait and you don't listen. As we age, mornings change. They're no longer just the start of the day. They become a moment of vulnerability. A point of weakness if ignored. You open your eyes. And right away, something feels off. Your back is tight. Your knees feel stiff, like wood. Your neck frozen, as if it didn't sleep well either. It's not pain. But it's a kind of tightness. A tension. A subtle warning. Most people ignore it. But that's a mistake. Here's why. While you sleep, your body lies still for hours. Muscles relax. Blood flow slows down. Joints operate in economy mode. The fluid that cushions your cartilage doesn't circulate like during the day. It's all part of the body's natural night cycle. But then morning hits. And many older people get up and start moving too fast. They walk to the kitchen. Bend over. Pick something up from the floor. And that's when the trouble happens. Because the body hasn't woken up yet. It's like trying to start a frozen car in the dead of winter without warming the engine. Sure, it might start. But it does so with strain. With wear and tear. This is especially dangerous for the spine, hips, and knees, the areas already affected by aging. Where joints are drier, cartilage thinner, and bones less forgiving. And yet, the solution is not complicated. You don't need a yoga mat. You don't need stretching exercises like athletes. You just need a few simple movements. Gentle, slow, kind. And you can do them without even getting out of bed. Start with your feet. Wiggle your toes. Rotate your ankles. Flex your knees gently. Then your fingers. Your wrists. Your neck. Little circles. Soft stretches. This isn't exercise. This is a morning greeting to your body. And your body feels it. One of the biggest changes I noticed? My balance. Before, I'd wake up feeling like my legs weren't mine. Now, my brain and muscles move in sync. And here's a surprising bonus: clarity. Moving your body gently also wakes your nervous system. Your focus sharpens. Your memory kicks in. You feel ready, not groggy. It's not just physical stability. It's mental stability, too. Your day starts not with chaos, but with control. And when you're no longer 40, or even 50, you may not be able to afford to rush. But you can afford to live intentionally. You wake up bent, not just in body, but in spirit. There's a little detail no one talks about. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't pulse or throb. But it sets the tone for your breathing, your walk, your digestion, even your mood. That detail is posture. Older adults often rise slowly from bed. They sit at the edge and fold forward. Shoulders hunched. Head hanging. Spine curled like a question mark. It feels natural. Normal. But in those quiet seconds, something dangerous begins. That slouch? It compresses the chest. Your lungs can't fill fully. Your breath shortens. Your brain gets less oxygen. And suddenly, you feel sluggish. Heavy. As if the whole day is already too much. But here's the thing: it's not just age. It's not weakness. It's posture. It's your body sending the wrong signals. And it doesn't stop with breathing. That bent posture squashes your digestive organs. Your stomach slows down. Your intestines get cramped. You feel bloated. Gassy. Constipated. And it all started from how you sat for just a few minutes. But it goes even deeper. Scientists have proven that posture affects mood. That's right, just by straightening your spine, you can feel more confident, more calm, more awake. Because how you move affects how you think. And how you think affects how you move. There's even a name for it: embodied cognition. The moment you sit up straight, lift your chin, look ahead, something switches inside. That feeling of "I'm old" vanishes. And something else arrives. I'm still strong. It's not wishful thinking. It's a biological truth. Open chest equals deeper breath. Deeper breath equals better brain function. Better brain equals better day. What's truly sad? Many people get used to being hunched. It becomes part of their identity. But if you could see yourself from the outside, you'd want to stand tall again. Not for beauty, for dignity. How do you fix it, though? When your spine is stiff, muscles weak, shoulders tight, you start small. Still in bed, before even rising, stretch. Imagine a string pulling you upward from the crown of your head. Feel your spine lengthen. Then, when you sit up, plant both feet firmly on the floor. Find your support. Gently pull your shoulders back. Lift your chin not high, just parallel to the floor. Take a deep breath. All of this? Just 20 seconds. But in those 20 seconds, you tell your body, I'm ready. Not broken. Not fading. Ready. Then stand slowly, smoothly. Imagine a thread lifting you from the ceiling. Engage your core. Straighten your spine. And that first motion? It sets the direction for the entire day. It might feel awkward at first. Strange to sit straight. To look forward. But give it time, it becomes your anchor. Your strength. Like reclaiming a part of yourself that slouched away over the years. And remember, this isn't about youth. It's about dignity. Your spine. Your posture. Your presence. And every morning, if you begin with a straight back, you'll find yourself slowly straightening your mindset, too. That's where a true good morning begins. The habit you don't have, and that's the real danger. Some morning habits are obvious. A cup of coffee. Brushing your teeth. A trip to the bathroom. We notice them. We rely on them. They're routine. But some habits? We don't notice them because they don't exist. And that silence? That absence? That's where the real danger hides. Let me ask you something. How much time in the morning do you give to your legs? Not walking to the kitchen. Not getting dressed. I mean truly giving attention to your legs. Your feet. Your knees. Your calves. Your ankles. In most cases, none. We wake up, we stand, and we go. As if the body should automatically wake up and work. But after 70? That auto-start function isn't what it used to be. Your legs are your foundation. They give you stability, control, balance, confidence. But over time, the muscles weaken. The nerves in your feet become less sensitive. The brain's ability to process balance signals slows down. You don't notice until it's too late. Then one day you trip. Or your leg gave out. But it's not clumsiness. It's not bad luck. It's the result of years of neglecting the connection between your brain and your legs. They're like the wheels of a car. If you don't check them, they won't blow out suddenly, they'll slowly lose pressure. Until something gives. I remember feeling like my legs weren't mine anymore. Not pain, just a strange numbness. A delay between the thought to move and the foot responding. Like stepping into fog. It's not fear. It's not weakness. It's a signal. And the way to fix it? Not pills. Not massages. Movement. Conscious, slow, intentional morning movement. Each morning, still sitting in bed, I take 2 minutes. I rotate my ankles. I raise my toes. I flex my calves. Then I stand, but I don't walk. I pause. Feet planted. Heels on the ground. Toes on the ground. I gently bend my knees. I shift my weight, left to right, forward to back. Sometimes I close my eyes. Just for a second to let my brain re-establish the map of where I am in space. It's like balance training, but quiet. Gentle. Restorative. And you'll be amazed at what happens. The shakiness fades. Your walk feels steadier. You move through the day with less fear. Less tension. More control. Why does it matter? Because falls are the #1 cause of fractures in people over 70. And most of those falls happen in the home. In the morning. In familiar surroundings. Where everything should feel safe. But if your foundation is weak, everything else is at risk. Nobody teaches us how to check our balance in the morning. Nobody says, feel your feet before you walk. But that habit? It's a lifesaver. Start small. Look down. Feel the floor beneath you. Feel your feet. Your legs. They're not just parts of your body, they are your base. And when your base is strong, everything above it becomes stronger too. You wake in darkness and slowly fade through the day. You open your eyes. The room is dim. Curtains drawn. Shadows still clinging to the corners. You sit up. Maybe you turn on a soft lamp in the kitchen. But by then, the day has already begun, without you. What you don't realize is that your brain still thinks it's night. Morning light is not just helpful, it's essential. It's a signal to your entire system. Wake up. Day has begun. Time to reset. Without it, your internal clock drifts. Your brain stays in limbo. Your hormones don't activate properly. Your mood stays flat. Your energy stays low. And then you wonder, why am I so tired, even though I slept? Why can't I fall asleep at night? Why does the day feel heavy from the start? The answer is simple and almost always overlooked. You didn't get enough light in the morning. Especially for older adults, the body's circadian rhythm, the internal clock, becomes harder to regulate. It doesn't reset as easily as when you were younger. And if you start your day in darkness, those rhythms fall out of sync. And what follows is a chain reaction. Daytime fatigue. Evening restlessness. Nighttime insomnia. Morning anxiety. It all begins with the absence of light. That's why I began a new ritual. Open the curtains. First thing. Before standing. Every single morning. Sometimes I don't even get out of bed. I just reach, pull back the curtain, and let that first light hit my eyes, my skin, my brain. And immediately, I feel the switch. A silent voice saying, "Wake up. It's time." Even if the sky is cloudy. Even if the sun isn't shining. Even gray daylight tells your body it's time to live. And the science? It's astounding. Morning light boosts serotonin, the hormone of calm, clarity, and happiness. That same serotonin transforms into melatonin later in the day, the sleep hormone. No serotonin in the morning? No melatonin at night. Simple as that. Which means No light in the morning equals no proper sleep at night. So while it may seem harmless to stay in a cozy, dark room, you're setting yourself up for a foggy mind, a heavy heart, a restless night. Make light your morning nutrition. As important as water. As valuable as movement. As critical as breath. And if you can open the window, step onto the balcony. Breathe in the day. Let your brain know. The day has begun. I'm here. I'm awake. I'm alive. Final thought, change the beginning and the whole day follows. Every morning is a reset button. You can press it blindly, sleepwalking into habits that wear you down. Or you can press it intentionally, with respect, with clarity, with presence. You are not powerless against age. In fact, age gives you a gift younger people rarely have: the power to choose wisely. You're done with rushing. You don't want chaos. You want clarity. Precision. You want what works. And everything in this video works. Not because it's trendy, but because it's rooted in your biology. In how your body actually functions after 70. You don't have to change your whole life. You just have to respect the morning. Because how your day begins is how it unfolds. None of these habits are rules. They are reminders that your body is not a burden. It's your teammate. And if you give it a little care first thing in the morning, it will reward you with strength, steadiness, and a clear head. If you've made it to the end of this video, then you've already taken the first step. Not for me. Not for the channel. But for yourself. Share this with someone you love. And don't forget to subscribe. Because more practical tools are coming, designed to help you stay strong, sharp, and full of life. Even if you're not 20 anymore. Or maybe, especially because you're not.